after the ceasefire, we can safely say that educational sector was really in purpose targeted through the destruction not only of buildings but also for destruction of faculty and students. Victims among students, the numbers are very high. University students, about 1,351 were killed. Many of them were my student, and one of them was a master student who is on the edge of finishing her master thesis. And we have now lost many of the administrators of the university, so we have that gap.
During this war, Al-Aqsa University exposed to severe destruction from Israeli forces. Main campus in Gaza City completely destroyed. Khan Yunis campus or branch was fully devastated, and now more than 50,000 of displaced people are sheltering in Khan Yunis campus. So it's difficult for us to return to normal education in the university because of the presence of displaced people. I think destruction of roads, of general roads between cities and camps, put it a challenge and difficulty in front of the students and academic staff to move from area to area. The roads is destructed, and there are no enough cars for moving from area to area.
In general, research was really interrupted badly in Gaza. Libraries were destroyed, books, building itself was also destroyed. Digital infrastructure network was also lost during this war. We can't really perform any simple procedures now at the Islamic University, so we are trying to substitute that with virtual lab and simulation with softwares, and we are still suffering because we don't have the good internet. All the paper theses and dissertations at the university were also burned. Only few people can perform research. I myself did published few publications during the war just because I am linked to hospitals, and hospitals still have some laboratories and data, so we publish some data from these hospitals.
Also, the economical status of people is very difficult. The students need daily money to go to the university, and it is very expensive to pay for that. The students need approximately, if we want to return to normal education, I think the students in every day he needs from 70 to 100 shekel per day.
طلاب وأهاليهم بعد هالحرب استنفذت طاقتهم من كل النواحي، بالذات طاقتهم المادية. يعني حتى الطلاب، في كتير طلاب بيكونوا جايبين معدلات في التوجيهي بيجوني بدهم زي منح تدير رسومهم الجامعية في غزة.
Economic hardships suffered not only by students but also by faculty. The university was not able to pay the faculty for almost 1 year, and this then started to give them pocket money just to survive during the second year of the war. Psychological trauma is also imminent for all the people. Students are unable to pay fees, of families prioritizing survival over education, and this is fully understood. University budget collapsed because students do not pay their fees. Staff salaries are unpaid, and this is also a challenging point.
I think all students in all Gaza universities and in schools also complaining of a profound trauma, post-traumatic stress symptoms. More than, I think, 50,000 of students complaining of neurotic disorders like anxiety, obsessions, compulsions, disorders, symptoms, of course, phobias, many of them complaining of panic attacks also. We cannot ignore that. Even I, Radwan, I'm talking to you now and complaining of some symptoms of trauma. I'm complaining of nightmares every night. I get up from sleeping in a horrible situation. The situation is very difficult. We cannot imagine or we cannot describe how students are.
أصعب التحديات اللي بمر فيها إني كنت أنا أكمل دراستي في هذا الوضع، في وضع النزوح إنه يكون بيت مليان وأقدر إن أنا أركز فيه، خصوصا دراستي كانت تعتمد كتير على الجانب العملي. غير ما في إنترنت، ما في كهرباء. كنت أخذ حالي على زاوية، يعني هذا بيت نزوح مليان بالنازحين. كانت الداعم لإلي في دراستي وفي تخصصي وفي جامعتي هي والدتي. حرب بشهر بشهر 5 أنا سجلت إني أكمل في الجامعة، فكانت فترة كتير صعبة إن أنا أكمل ما بين إنه أنا فقدت والدتي وعايشة ظروف النزوح. ما في كهرباء، ما في إنترنت. أروح على مساحات عمل لربما يعني أطلع من البيت على مساحة عمل أو على اللي هي أصلا يعني تفتقر قد مساحات العمل. يعني هي بتكون عبارة عن خيمة فيها كم كرسي وطاولة وفيها إنترنت، ومرت فترة كبيرة يقصفوا كتير كافيهات وأماكن. يعني أنا بكون طالعة من البيت يمكن راجعة أقضي بعد هذا اليوم تكاليف وأسايمنتاتي إن أنا مش راح أرجع. مرة كنت أقدم امتحان وأنا بقدم في الامتحان، القصف في البيت قدامي والدخنة، يعني امتحان وبقدم فيه والدخنة طالعة من قدام بشم. فكانت فترة مليانة كتير تحديات.
Psychological trauma, PTSD among students and staff, cognitive overload, grief and fear inhibiting learning. You ask anyone in Gaza about his family, his house, he will tell you stories of loss of either family members or relatives or friends or colleagues. No one was spared from this atrocity.
For online education, started before 4 semesters in July 2024 in Al-Aqsa University. But I think during the war, before ceasefire, students, when they go to the cafe for internet or work spaces, all the time they are feeling of fear and feeling of anxiety because of bombings in any open spaces and places like cafes and workspaces. And at any time they are exposed for bombing. So many cafes in Gaza and workspaces was struck by Israeli forces, and many students from Al-Aqsa University was killed. A student, she's from Derbala. She went to a cafe and she was doing her graduation research in graphic design, and the cafe was bombed suddenly. She died. She died and not graduated and not continue her graduation research. In the houses, there are no internet. Even today, in your house, you cannot enter Zoom meeting like this meeting. We enforce to come to workspaces, to come to cafes, just because the internet is better than in the homes.
The university is currently occupied by displaced people even after ceasefire. When you walk through the premises of the university, you can find tents. The buildings that are still standing, of course, they cannot be occupied, but because there is no place to go, many families are occupying these buildings. We are attempting to get back to in-person teaching at the Islamic University. We managed to do that only for few specialties in university for the first year students, so that at least they can know what is a university, because they are transforming from high school to university, and they spend 2 years studying through e-learning. We want them to break the ice with their professors. Students coming to the main campus, to the 10% buildings that were renovated and refurnished to receive those students. It was really a very happy day and a remarkable day and a historical day for the university and for the students who were eager to visit the university, but it showed how difficult it is to restore the whole educational system in Gaza.
For a gradual return of Al-Aqsa University to campus learning, in-person education remains the university goal for full academic interactions. From my point of view, we need 3 years to start gradually to return face-to-face education. This is my opinion, because most universities' buildings are destructed, but efforts are ongoing for rehabilitation and restoration. Plans also are being developed to combine online and in-person learning during the gradual return. Despite the exceptional challenges in Gaza, the university relies fully on an online admission system, allowing students to apply and track their applications remotely. According to the electronic admission and registration, first year in the history of the university, more than 20,000 new students have been accepted this year across diploma, bachelor's degree, and postgraduate programs.
The role of international community could be summarized in few points. Provide reconstruction funding. The higher education in Gaza is completely demolished. Only few buildings are there, and these buildings are badly damaged. Support academic exchange program for the purpose of improving the capabilities of our academics also, and showing the academic from other countries how to work in situations similar to that of Gaza. Rebuild research infrastructures, assist with accreditation and quality assurance, support digital education transformation, at least as a transition period between the e-learning or distant learning to e-learning to in-person learning. We need a resilient modern higher education system, digitally enabled, globally connected universities, trauma-informed learning environment, research-driven rebuilding, inclusion and equity for all students.
Al-Aqsa University remains committed to its educational mission and the students' rights to learn, even amid war and distractions, while using digital solutions to ensure continuity. The university aims to restore campus learning and rebuild facilities, reinforcing education as a key tool for resilience and the future of Palestine.
Higher education is not a luxury, it is a lifeline for recovery, dignity, and rebuilding a future for Gaza's next generation.